dealing with snoozers in Monster Hunter, now snoozers on Delta Green.
It is what it is. I think applying to a job and saying I'll take less than the listed is a bad indicator, or
I honestly have no idea. I always found I always found those questions to be like, is this bait? If I ask for what they're listing or above, will they deny me for that? If I ask for more than the listing, is that me knowing my worth? If I ask for less, do I look like a moron?
I don't know, the rigmarole of trying to get a job in the United States is going to be how I end up in an asylum. There's really not as many jobs available. So kind of entering a period of economic strife. Gross.
I feel like I feel like your field should be able to avoid that, or at least the effects of that.
Yeah, but they're also like flooding the field currently and outsourcing it
Yeah,
heavily.
yeah. That's why I think one of the girl that left in May, all the stuff that she was working on didn't end up just getting plopped on me. Well, not all of it at least, because we are starting to outsource. Which I was worried for a bit. They like they like having a person like me there, so kind of safe. Accounting, bookkeeping, all that stuff usually tends to avoid economic strife. At least that's what I was told when I was going to school and I took like a class in accounting. Is that usually the first one's hired and the last one's fired? Is that field? Just because people need their taxes done.
Somebody has to cook the books when they sell all this shit off.
And I'm the baker.
I forget what movie that is. That one with what's his name? It's about the economic crisis with Kevin Spacey. I forget the name of the movie though.
With Kevin Spacey.
I think it's The Big Short or something.
Was that with Kevin Spacey?
Let me see. No, The Big Short was the one with fucking what's his name? It was the goofy one. Ah, what was that? I'll look it up. Margin Call.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen The Big Short a couple times.
Margin Call is very good.
All right,
Welcome back.
All right. Does anybody remember what happened last game?
Gone back to the hotel after we were observing that one deputy at the bar. We went to the other bar, and we had decided to go back and check things out. I don't remember. I think we were at the hotel room reconnoitering all of our findings. Maybe we're gonna check stuff out in the morning.
Yeah, I know you guys got back to the hotel. I think um you went to town, you saw the deputy outside the alleyway, you spoke to the deputy, you learned about you observed, did a little bit of investigation in the alleyway where the most recent death happened, the one happened to Jimmy Downs. I think you found what, a flannel and some hairs, I believe.
Yeah, but that was from the previous one.
That was, yes, the flannel was from the previous guy. Then you went to the mortuary. You
Yep.
saw a person running out angrily. You spoke to the mortician. You investigated you saw the bodies. You asked the mortician to call in his assistant. You spoke to the assistant. He didn't seem to know what happened with the bodies, or with the second body at least, the one that he was supposed to have done the autopsy on. From him, you learned about the guy who brought in the second death. That was Deputy Leland North. You went to the police station to talk to him. He stormed out angrily. I think immediately after that, you guys went to the bar. Did some people watching there, try to listen into whatever people were talking about. Most of it was talking about recent events. I think it was just the first victim, his death. What's his name? Lawson Harrison. And Jimmy Downs, of course. Leland shows up, gets a drink. You guys leave afterwards and go back to your hotel. Is that the gist of things?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. Today, there is no third agent to show up. Dang. But, let's say it's morning time. If you guys set an alarm, set whatever time it is. Otherwise, I'll say it's 7 a.m. What are y'all up to as you're here in a small town known as Davidson, northwest of Amarillo, Texas? You got information on 2 victims. I'm not sure what else you have.
We have a description of the person. Brunette, top heavy. Remember correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm watching Buffy Vampire Slayer on TV.
In a 98, is that before or after the town turns into a massive sinkhole?
Don't remember.
Me neither. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Well,
We're gonna make coffee.
all right. Got those little packets of of instant ground
19
coffee.
was second season, so it was before.
Or Teo enjoys some classic television. Mauser makes some motel coffee.
We'll offer some to Mateo.
Yeah, we'll take a cup.
This is your second day here, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
So Mateo, what's the plan?
I'm thinking we have to check at that butcher store, see what happened there. Maybe go contact the rancher that had their cattle attacked. Maybe pass as journalists, so it's not like having MPs investigating that would be kind of weird, but journalists should be fine, right?
And as long as they don't talk to anybody, I think
Yeah.
it would be fine.
And yeah, that should be it, I guess, for during the day. I think so far, I think whatever we're looking for, attacks mostly, or like looks for stuff at night. I wonder if anything happened yesterday or like last night. Not at the bar, but probably somewhere else. We should probably check around town, see what we get before we go to the stores and ranches.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right. So you guys want to look around town? Are you gonna? How are you doing this exactly? What's your plan of action?
Walk around town, see if anything weird happened last night. Like it's 7 a.m. People are probably going to work. There's probably like people talking in like at corners, newspaper stands, something like that, and
Okay.
diners or like breakfast places.
All right. And you're doing this on foot?
Sure.
Okay. You guys take a stroll around town. It seems like a average morning for a small town. You see people walking about. You see some cars driving here to and from. Maybe a couple people walking their dogs, stopping, having some pleasantries. Just like you said, people talking at street corners and stuff. Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. Most people are just having, the various pleasantries. Like, oh yeah, nice day today. Oh yeah, it's pretty nice. And I don't know what the weather would be like now in Texas? I'm sure.
In the Panhandle at what time of year? Like August,
February,
February. It actually pretty cold.
late February. Cold?
The Panhandle does get snow more often than any other part of Texas, so
Okay.
it'd be chilly, especially early in the morning.
Yeah. A little chilly. People talking about, you know, it's cool. When does it get hot?
The actual like real heat, it gets up to about 80 starting around March, and then you start getting 90s and stuff closer to like May and June, and then after around middle of June is when it starts hitting hundreds.
Okay. So yeah, you know, people will be talking about, I can't wait for the nice spring weather to arrive. Nice t-shirt and jeans weather as opposed to having to wear coats, sweaters, and fearing the potential infrastructure destroying blizzard kind of sneaking up before the seasons change. Aside from that, though, yeah, it doesn't seem like anything new has happened. How long do you go about this stroll?
I don't know, like 40 minutes before going into a breakfast place.
All right. Continue your walk. You find yourself a quaint little diner, small. Maybe has like 6 tables at best. People are in here. It's busy, but there's space for you to sit. Do you guys sit down for a meal?
Yes.
Right. The talk in here is more the same. A lot of just, quiet pleasantries. People are having their morning coffees and whatnot. Maybe a nice American breakfast. Eggs, toast. Maybe someone has a stack of pancakes.
Am I gonna have some beans on this?
I mean, you are in Texas. You could get like what's it called,
beans.
huevos rancheros. No, you could get like huevos rancheros or refried beans with a lot of stuff.
Do huevos rancheros have beans in them?
No.
Maybe like if you get like the tostada with the refried and then the egg on top of it.
I've seen refrieds with them here.
I've never actually seen that. And you can get your beans.
I'm not actually asking. That was off character.
How disappointing. Well, you can get your meal. Imagine you can just order whatever, you probably have the cash to pay for it. What do you intend to do after you leave the diner? Do you linger around? Or do you try to get to a more direct plan of action?
I will try to check that butcher store that got attacked a few nights ago or whatever.
Alright. You finish up your meal. You pay. You leave a tip. And you go head out to that butcher shop. The butcher shop is at the west side of town. Sort of like at the very opposite end of where Arnie's is. Say right here-ish. You head off. You get to the butcher shop. I believe Harrison's. What was his name? You
I
get
don't
there.
remember.
It had an H. Yeah, Harry's. You get to Harry's and you'll see there's sort of like a, I wouldn't call it like a bay window, but it's one of those out, like sort of they stick out a bit with like 3 window panes, and it is boarded up. The other windows in the shop look fine, and you see some people entering and leaving. Similar to the rest of the design of the town, there are some buildings nearby. All of them look like commerce, a few residential, maybe further behind them.
Is there an alleyway nearby this place?
There is.
I'll go check the alleyway, see if there's any like manholes or anything.
Okay. You check the alleyway. There's probably like 3 buildings down. You'll find a manhole as you pass by a couple of those metal trash bins. Somewhere around here, maybe. Somewhere around there. So just more buildings in that direction. Anything you wish to do out here?
No, if I don't see anything out of the ordinary, I'm gonna go. Let's go check inside with Mateo.
Okay. You enter the building, and you hear that sort of that bell ring as the door opens up, and then rings again as it closes. A guy looks at you from the counter and whizzes, "Yeah, I'll get you in a second." He's currently handling business with a customer. You'll see a younger man, maybe in his like late teens, sort of sitting off to the side. Looks like he looks like he works here, but he's kind of taking a break. Around the building, you'll see various like awards and trophies and pictures of various people. You'll see the guy behind the counter in one of these pictures posing with older man wearing like the typical sheriff's uniform. The pictures vary in age. Some of them don't have color. Most of them do. And you can see from the inside here, the window that was broken out is sort of like it looks like it used to be a display case of some sort that could be seen from both inside and outside of the bar, or not the bar, the butcher shop.
Is the place like super busy right now?
No, there's just one guy that is being serviced at the counter.
Alright, we'll wait for a bit then.
It's a guy anybody we recognized from last night.
No. Just a dude. Probably an older man. Maybe somewhere in his 50s. The man behind the counter, he starts wrapping up some meat. He hands it over. You hear the buttons and the cash register pinging. The cash register opens. They trade some money. They have a few pleasantries. Ordinary stuff. And the older man heads for the door. It rings as it opens, then closes. The guy behind the counter looks at you. Hi. So what can I do for you fellas? I haven't seen y'all around here.
Hey, so we're working on a note about the recent like weird attacks happening in town. We were wondering if you had anything to like you could share about what happened here.
Oh, you mean the break-in?
Yeah.
Well, it's just the funniest thing, really. I figured it was just some vandalism, but someone broke in and they just sort of tore the place upside down. Can't say they took nothing. Ended up having to throw away a few $100s worth of product, but aside from that, it's just a big old mess. You know, a sheriff came in and took a look around, said, if anything pops up to give him a holler, but can't say nothing out of the well, this is out of the ordinary, but nothing really stood out much about it. First time that anything
So
like this has happened to me.
Nothing at all was stolen.
Not that I can tell. I mean, I take inventory, morning and night. Some meats.
Do you guys have like blood in here?
Blood? Yeah. Every once in a while we get instead of getting delivered a properly butchered carcass, sometimes we get a live one or two. We handle it. We handle the butchery ourselves every once in a while. Store the blood back in the refrigerator until we could dispose of it proper. Sometimes people like to use it, cooking, whatnot. It's not a big ticket item, but it's an item.
Do you have any of that recently?
Blood? Yeah, we got a gallon or so.
Did you take inventory of that after the vandalism?
Inventory of the blood? Oh,
Yes.
I can't say I have. Usually just kind of sits there until somebody asks for it, or I gotta throw it away. So,
Would you be able to check for us, please?
yeah, I think I will. It's a curious question, but it is also a curious thought. Hey, Marvin, come wash the counter for me, yeah? He points to the boy. The boy gets up, stands at the counter, and the man goes and leaves to the back. He comes back after 5 or so minutes. That's the damnedest thing. I would say there is some missing. I figure I just got sloshed around a bit in the mess, but I don't remember much of it being on the floor. Figured if somebody came in here to steal something, it would have been all this meat. Plenty of sausages and racks of lamb and ribs and the blood. Kids playing a prank out there somewhere.
Looks like it.
Could be. Could also be South Americans. They use it in a lot of the soups and stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
That'd be a strange one. I mean, it's not like it's expensive or nothing. Heck, it's practically free. And if you want some of it, I'd probably just give it to you if you bought some other things. That is strange. I think maybe I'll notify the sheriff about that. So, and anything else y'all like to ask me, or purchase or whatnot?
No, that is all. Thank you very much, Mr. Harris.
Of course. Take care of yourselves.
You too. And I will leave.
Right. He starts making way for a phone.
Mateo, do you think there's the possibility that the government or the police are protecting the person or the perpetrator?
Not all of them, probably one of them. But what I'm thinking of is the whoever might have messed up with those with those what's the name of the thing?
What thing are you talking about?
The thing in the morgue.
The autopsy.
Yes, the autopsy reports might have been our unnamed friendly that doesn't want to be contacted. It is a possibility that he wants to keep it out of police or
My suspicion is that it might be at the police station. I don't know if Leland is the one doing it, but he might know who is. He can't bring himself to bring them in. At the very least, not the perpetrator per se, but the one who is protecting the perpetrator.
I don't think it's a protection, but rather keeping it quiet from others that there is something weird going on.
That makes sense.
Alright, so we have confirmed that whatever is out there is looking for blood. And it might have moved from animals, considering the last two attacks were on humans. So tonight we have to check the bars again. Or rather, the bar. I don't think it's gonna attack the restaurant.
No, it's just gonna look for someplace that's quiet. And once it finds that quiet place, it'll look for somebody to lure and kill. Hard to say what part of town that could be.
I think it's probably a park, or get someone from the bar and then lure them into the alley like it has been doing. And now that the alley is open, it might attack again tonight.
What should we do till then? Do you still want to go to the farm?
I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think so either. Wonder if we can find Leland. See what he's up to. Maybe he'll take us to somebody interesting.
He should probably be getting out of his shift by now. Maybe we can catch up to him out of the sheriff office.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so you guys want to go to the sheriff's office to look for Leland? Leland?
Uh,
Yeah, see if
yeah,
we can find him.
outside.
Outside.
Like we're not going in.
Right. So you're gonna like park your car across the street or a couple
Yeah.
a couple buildings down or something like that?
Yep.
Alright. You do just that. You go, you get there. Probably, what time did I say you guys woke up? 7? So it's probably like 8 o'clock now by this time.
Yep.
You park and you wait. How long do you wish to wait?
About 30 minutes or so.
Well, don't even have to wait the 30 minutes. Almost exactly 2 minutes after you arrive, you see a car pull up to the sheriff's office, and out from the car steps one Deputy Leland North. He steps out and walks directly into the sheriff's building.
All right, we're gonna wait until he comes out again.
Alright. You wait. Maybe about 15 minutes pass by. Then you see him coming back out. He goes and stops at his car. Pulls out a pack of smokes. Pulls out a cigarette. Lights it up. Starts smoking.
All right, I will go walk up to him.
Okay. When he sees you coming, you can see the look on his face going from relaxed and tired to twisted a bit. He gives you a bit of a not this guy again kind of look. And as you approach, you do hear him say, not this guy again. Army boy. You did tell me you're Army, right?
Yeah.
Come here to harass me some more?
Deputy North, I think we got off on the wrong foot earlier yesterday. And I'd like to apologize if any of it came off as harassment. But I'd like to know if you know anything about this weird stuff going on about town, like the attack on the butcher shop, or
I mean the killings and the theft.
yeah, or the stuff on the cattle attacks of like in the ranches.
Can't tell you much about them cattle attacks. Might want to talk to Shirley about that one. Can't say I know much
Alright.
about the break-in. Sheriff Brick handled that himself. His pa is friends with Harry's pa. So, you know, he handled that himself, keeping it all in the family and whatnot. But as for the killings, I can't say much. I know Lawson was mauled, is the best word to put it. And he kind of gives you a glare. Whatever happened to Jimmy just weren't right. And
So
you made it known to him that you've seen Jimmy's body, right?
yes. I have
Um,
one question. When you found Jimmy's body, did it seem like he had lost a lot of blood?
he looks at you and he hesitates a bit. He takes a cigarette to his lips and takes a drag of it. Whatever happened to him was not natural. He
I
exhales.
agree. And there was no blood around, I guess.
Just the stains from Lawson, as far as I can tell.
Uh-huh.
But when I found it, I didn't want nothing to do with it. I just got that body to the coroners as quick as I could. No need letting people know about what happened back there. It's not right. As far as I'm concerned, that body needs to be burned immediately. Screw the burial. Burn it and be done with it. He starts working through that cigarette real quick.
So you are from town. Is there any stories, like weird stories? Cause like you know, about the unnatural about here.
Weird stories
The
like
kind,
monsters
I
running
mean,
about.
yeah,
What?
the kind you
He starts.
the kind you talk about when you are in high school and stuff.
He gives you a nervous laughter. He's like, "What? You mean like the chupacabra?"
I mean, chupacabra, ghosts, vampires, whatever.
Everyone talks about weird shit from time to time. It's a small town, ain't nobody got shit to do.
That is true.
Remember this one feller came to town for a bit, spoke about weird stories of all his engine mystics and whatnot. Well, those weird things. Remember everything people were talking about in that bar is all, what, skinwalkers? And it goes directly into the dumb shit like jackalopes.
Has there been any new people in town from Europe? I mean, outside of my German friend earlier.
Of Austrian descent.
Yes.
I am
yes.
born and raised here. Thank you very much.
Europe. Won't be able to say. No. Funniest accent I've heard in a while was that, man. But, no. Just some passerbys, people usually making their way to either Oklahoma or to New Mexico. I guess the most standout person was that one engine fella who came around here, but he was only here for a couple days. Nearly started a
And
fight.
when was that?
Oh, what's today? Tuesday? Say he was here Wednesday last week. Didn't stick around long.
And when did Mr. Lawson die?
Friday, I believe. Think that engine fella had something to do with it.
Did he talk to anyone? Or, I mean, did he, like, interact closely with anyone in town? Do you know?
I only saw him at the bar in Arnie's.
I see. And haven't so Since when was the last time you saw him?
I think I was stopped by Arnie's for a sandwich and might have been there either as he rolls to make his own intelligence check. I think I saw him Wednesday, but I haven't seen him after that.
All right, all right.
By this time, he's managed to light up a third cigarette. He points the pack in your direction, as if to offer you one.
Thank you, and I will take one.
Hands you the lighter.
I will light it up and start smoking.
Smonking.
Smoking.
Smoking with cigarette.
Yeah.
Got anything else you want to ask me?
Just one last thing. Have you seen a brunette, kind of like top heavy, if you get the idea, lately?
Can't say that I have. I heard people talking about someone like that,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen no one. All the talk of it came the day after Jimmy died.
Yeah. Well, if you do see her, give us a call. I think you have our number.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
All right. Thanks for your time. See you around.
Yep. He hops into his car as soon as you start walking away.
What time is it?
8:30, 8:15.
We have a lot of time to kill.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys do now?
Maybe we should go to the library, see if they have newspapers from like before. See if there's a pattern somewhere.
Sure.
If this has happened before.
Could probably find the directory for the town residents. See if any names pop up.
All right. You guys head off to the library?
Yep.
Yes.
Get to the library. It's early morning. It's not going to be busy. Maybe you'll find some older people reading some books or looking at newspapers. Got like a little newspaper archive somewhere. I don't even know what the newspaper archives are. I've never actually seen one myself, but I know they exist. What do you look for
missing people.
Missing peoples. So you'll find that there are 3 different papers here. One of them, I'll ask our local Texas expert. What is the main like newspapers down in Texas?
There's one that's like the Lone Star, and there's probably some local ones.
The Bugle.
There's like specifically that, Dallas Times. For state as a whole, I'm not sure. I think it is just the Lone Star.
Okay, you'll probably find you'll find the Lone Star. What's the closest major city to Amarillo? It's not Houston.
It very well might be Dallas.
Dallas.
DFW, because I can't think of it. There's like, let me think. I'm trying to think if what's it called over in.
Yeah, Dallas and Fort Worth are the closest, I think.
There's like Lubbock, but Lubbock is barely a city. A major city is going to be like Dallas, Fort Worth. Fort Worth more so than any other. In the 90s, Lubbock probably wasn't even a thing. It's been a little bit more developed now with Texas Tech, but back then, no way.
How big was Amarillo back then?
It was probably also very small. I can't think of anything going on out there. There was probably like oil exploration for a little bit, and then it died. But most of West Texas is just desert. It's empty. Not a lot going on out there unless there's oil drilling, and then that's very small scale. It's like not small scale, but like once it's over, that's it. Everybody leaves.
Figure Amarillo might be a little bit bigger just because it's right there on the I-40. But I don't know much about American geography outside of California. Yeah, you'll find like we'll call it the Lone Star. You'll see Dallas's paper, and then you'll have like a local paper for like Davidson itself, which is it's really small. It's probably like 2 pages at best, and then you'll have a local paper from Amarillo itself.
I will look at the Davidson paper.
Right.
And the Amarillo paper.
All right. You look through it. Are there any dates or time period you want to look through, or?
I wanna look at the last like. Oh no, I will just look at every year this same month about.
Okay.
And just check if there's like a lot of missing persons or a bunch of missing persons.
All right. As far as Davidson's paper goes, it's usually a monthly thing, unless there's like a very specific event that goes on. Then it'll be like, oh, this week some stuff happened here in Davidson. So immediately you'll find there's like a paper for last month, and then there's a paper that covers the death of Lawson. Not Jimmy though. Most of what you'll find as far as persons go is more like obituaries. There'll be a mention of like the old man whose body was there in the mortuary. There's a news article about Lawson himself. There's like a photo of his mugshot from when he was back in prison or arrested and sent to prison.
I want to go like past, like
you want to go
like this
very
year.
Far back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll find a couple missing persons maybe about a year or 2 ago. um, one teenage girl. From what the article states, it was more like she just had a issue with her family and decided to just leave, and they reported her missing after a couple days. How far back do you actually wish to go?
As far back as possible. Like I will search like this month or like the 2-3 months adjacent to this month. As far back as this like paper goes.
Okay. The paper goes back maybe like 30 years.
All right.
The quality degrades with almost every successive year, as it looks like this is kind of a passion project that someone might run in town. There is a mention of a house fire maybe like a month before in January. And then the child of that family went missing for a few months and was found, not a few months, that child went missing for a year and was found sometime in March of the after that. But missing persons in that time frame with that many years here in Davidson, you don't find a lot of.
All right. What about the Amarillo paper?
That's a more daily thing. Actually,
Yeah.
no. That's a more weekly thing. For the same time frame, as far back as you can go, you'll find a smattering of missing persons, but it's like suspected to have been kidnapped by father, or suspected runaway, or a geriatric person with wandering tendencies. And they're also just a smattering. You'd say maybe like 7 to 10 total. Not a lot going on.
Okay. All right, so there's no pattern here. This might be something new came into town. So yeah, let's go to the bar, ask about that guy the deputy mentioned.
Alright. You head off to Arnie's.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to Arnie's, say 11 o'clock in
Alright.
the AM. People are showing up for lunch, getting a quick meal before they head on back to whatever it is they do here. Most of the people here don't really look much like the people you've seen before. I would say that the people here are more like we work in town as opposed to we work off out of town, but live in town, kind of. Not a lot of ranchers, not a more of your everyday townsfolk. You got that older waitress running about delivering food and taking orders. There's a man behind the bar who's sort of tall and lanky. Looks similar to Arnie. The waitress will walk by. Oh, you two just sit wherever you want. I'll get you in a second. As she shouts her diner slang at the guy behind the bar, who shouts the same thing to the people in the kitchen.
I will go to the bar, talk to the bartender, ask him about the... What did you call him?
Call who?
The guy.
You never seen him
The
before?
Native American?
Or which guy are you talking about?
The guy that deputy mentioned.
The deputy mentioned 2 people. That would have been the Indian
Yeah.
and Shirley.
Okay. Yeah, the Indian guy. I will ask the bartender about him. When was the last time he saw him?
That old Indian fella? No.
Yeah.
Came down here maybe about a few days ago. Last I saw him, Thursday night, maybe.
And did you see him with anyone else at any point?
I know he came down and started drinking all night time. From what I know, he found some work on a ranch and just came here to have himself a meal.
I see.
That was about most I know about him. Probably drank with some fellas at nighttime. I might know more. If you ask around then.
All right.
I went and found a place to sit.
Okay. The waitress will walk by and she'll ask you what you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another hamburger.
This dude needs his protein. I will get a grilled cheese. That's it.
All right. You guys get your food. Seems like a very normal setting right now. It's I would say the current aura of the room is a bit more family friendly. Not a lot of alcohol going around. People just having a meal, having a lunch.
So yeah, I think we need to wait until nighttime and just come here and wait for
Want to come specifically to this spot?
I think it's the most likely spot where anything will happen, if anything is to happen.
I will follow your lead. I don't think we should divide our efforts here.
So are you gonna wait here in the bar specifically, or are you gonna kill time
No,
come back?
I'm probably gonna go back to the room and kill time until night.
Okay.
Just gonna wander around.
Okay. Mateo, you kill time in the motel. Plenty of shit daytime broadcasts. You know, nothing's on back then until The Simpsons hit 7. Uh, Mauser, you wander around town while you attempt to kill time?
For a little bit.
Um, can you give me an alertness check?
Let's see.
Actually, was King of the Hill?
I think it should have been.
Yeah. Nothing good's on until King of the Hill hits, because I'm pretty sure that came on before The Simpsons.
Oh, it's really 20? What the fuck?
This dude is not alert.
Head empty.
Standing in fire. Standing in wind bombs.
I've never hit a wind bomb.
Never seen a wind bomb in my life. I'm just kidding. I actually hit one wind bomb when I was raiding with Shady Nasty. But I lived, so it wasn't my fault. And I was live when we killed the boss, so it wasn't my fault. Alright, you're out and about, wandering around. Not too long. You notice a police vehicle drive by, but nothing else out of the ordinary. Aside from that, your time is killed. What time do you want to go to the bar?
Oh, it's 7:30-ish.
Alright. 7:30-ish. Definitely. Sun's probably... I think in February is probably already set. And you guys head off back to the bar. What are you guys doing? What's your plan of action?
Sit around, check what happens.
Guess we're just looking for brunettes with fat tits.
Hell yeah.
My favorite. You get in, you sit around, you wait. You'll start to notice the nighttime crowd start to wander in. Maybe after like 30-ish minutes of doing that, you'll notice the waitress is gone, and Arnie is now back at the bar. Yeah, as more time passes, you'll notice there's more of those nighttime people, the people who could be described as ranchers. Most of these guys
Yeah.
that come in here at this time
We
of
are
day,
sitting at different places too.
right? Most people that come in this time of day are coming back from where they work outside the actual city limits itself, the town limits itself. And people start talking and drinking, all that good bar stuff. Anything specific you're looking for or listening for?
I'm trying to check if any male or female gets like leaves with gets chatted up and leaves. And if they do, I will follow for a bit.
I never had no, I did have this. I used to have this problem a lot where the internet would just kind of randomly die. But then it stopped for a good while. Now it's happening rather regularly, particularly on Thursdays and raid days. Interesting. Let's see. Nick says it is back. Cool. I had to stitch this together before I upload it to YouTube again. Alright. So, the last thing I heard you say was if they go into an alley.
Yes, so if they go into an alley, I will follow them. If they don't seem to go into an alley, or if they seem to like go into like their car or something like that, I will just see if there's something weird happening. If not, I will just leave them be. And overall, just looking for brunette with fat tits.
All right.
Kind of same. I'm not going to follow anybody unless I see the description or the woman meets the description.
How long do you plan on doing this little stakeout?
All night.
All night. Okay.
All night until something happens. Or we hear something
Something
over to the
will
side.
happen.
Chud's Law.
What would Jack Chuddington say? I believe
He
the
would
words
be at the hotel because nothing is going to happen.
exactly. All right. Things start to pick up a lot more closer to 10. The bar is practically full. There are a mix and mash of both men and women here, mostly men. And at the bar, you'll notice there is a guy chatting up a girl. Girl, maybe average height for a woman, blonde. She lacks the necessary assets for your stakeout. They do leave.
I will follow for a bit.
You follow, and they walk across the street to a car, and they continue to talk a little bit more.
All right, I will watch while I don't know, smoking a cigarette, something.
Okay. They talk for a bit. It's obviously flirtations. They get into the car and leave. The guy gets into the driver's side. Girl gets into the passenger side.
All right. I just go back inside.
All right. You go back inside. Day two. What are my day 2 notes? Around this time, you'll notice Leland enter the bar. He goes straight to the bar, takes a seat, talks with Arnie. Arnie hands him a drink. Maybe 15 or 30 minutes later, a smaller group of people enter, and then almost directly after them, you'll notice another person enter. Leland will look to his side, raise his drink, and she'll say hi, come and sit down next to him. She is a taller side, blonde, wearing similar clothes to the ranchers. They talk for a bit, and then Leland gets up and leaves.
I will follow Leland.
Okay. You follow Leland.
Yeah.
His car is parked 2 buildings down on your side of the street. He goes straight to his car and he gets in.
All right. I will get into my car.
Okay. You get into your car.
And I will wait until he gets past me, and I will try to follow.
Sure. He passes by and you start to follow him. He drives at a leisurely pace.
Yeah, I try to follow like 2 blocks back.
Okay. He drives for a bit. Maybe like 4 or 5 streets, parks. He stops. After about 10 minutes, he continues driving again. He kind of takes up this pattern a bit. After his third stop, he gets outside of his car and you can see the little light pop out from beneath his hands as he starts to smoke a cigarette. He works through
I will
it.
just continue following.
He gets back into his car and continues driving. More or less doing the same thing. After a while, he will sort of peel leftwards to the other side of the street. And he stops his car, and a pedestrian walking by, walking some dogs, stops, and they have a small chat. And he continues driving again. Can you give me an alertness check?
What the fuck?
These dudes are unalert.
But I failed by 8. Cannot believe that.
Just have fucking giant boobied brunettes on the mind, you know?
And you keep following him. He keeps up this pattern for a bit. Eventually, he just parks his car and he stops driving.
Alright, I will just park my car and just stay in it. I'll do the Mulder waiting car.
I was looking for the proper Dokes gif, but Mauser. You're sitting here in the bar, and you're just actually, there's 2 Dokes gifs for this. You're sitting there, and you're keeping an eye out for what you're looking for, a specific person. But none of that really enters. The best you got is a tall, buxom blonde. People seem to be very fond of.
We'll go up to the bar. Where's she at in the space?
She is at the bar. She's the one that came in and spoke to Leland.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on her and wait for an opportunity for her to be a little bit of ways from the bar to go talk to Arnie.
Okay. Maybe after 30 minutes of you, or no, 15 minutes of you having this idea, she gets called over to a table, and she waves at them and asks Arnie for some beers, and she brings the beers to that table and goes and sits down and starts having a chat with those people.
Go up to Arnie and order an old fashioned. And with everything's big in Texas, eh? And kind of motion towards the blonde. She a local or out of town?
Oh, Shirley? No, she's a, she's been here for quite some time. Came here as a girl with her parents. She's a deputy.
Really?
Yep, yep.
Must have missed her.
It's Mr. Calling as a movie star, I'd say. But old fashioned, you say? Oh no, most people come here just asking for beer or whiskey.
My grandfather was very fond of them after he emigrated. Thought they were, right balance of sweetness.
I guess you fancy Hollywood types are fond of that. Ain't that right, Mister Mister Terminator? Don't worry, I'll keep it a secret.
You got me. Like, hold my hands up.
He fixes you up your drink.
I'll hang around the bar for a little while longer.
Okay. Mateo, why don't you give me another alertness check?
Brother.
Yes, the long form 2 rolls are long form 3 rolls are kicking in again. You guys are back
Still
on the
have
scene.
dog shit rolls.
Please make a sanity check for shit rolls. It is a sanity versus helplessness.
I have black pill resistance.
All right. Leland kind of just
There's a vampire in the backseat.
Leland kind of just holds his position here. Every once in a while, he will get out to smoke. But how long? You guys still going at this all night, correct?
And we will find something.
Something will happen.
Something will happen, as the dice do say.
Yeah, I don't like when something happens because of your dice, though.
Well, I'll tell you that they are consecutive numbers.
68, 69.
No, I mean more like an 8-8 or a 1-1.
Fuck, those are bad numbers.
Depends.
No, in Delta Green, those are bad numbers.
Well, I mean, they could also be very good numbers. Depending on who's rolling them. Mateo, as you're watching Deputy Leland, you'll hear the backfire of a motorcycle kick in, almost really close to your car, as a motorcycle sort of slowly, now quickly, zooms on by you. It slows down a bit as it gets to where Leland is, and then you'll see the person on the bike stop right where Leland is. And Leland looks like he starts to shout at said person, sort of like giving them orders to move on. And how far back are you?
I'm like a block back.
You can probably see this. A hand extends from the biker, and then the bike speeds off.
All right. Something else happens.
Leland gets back into his car, and then he speeds off.
Okay. I will also speed off.
Okay. He drives, and he kind of makes a quick turn to the right, and you'll see the biker's lights off in the distance. Leland's not pursuing. You pursue Leland?
Nah. Or yeah, I will continue like following
Following
Leland.
Leland. He drives back towards the center of town, and you'll end up in front of the sheriff's office. He gets out of his car. He doesn't park in the actual parking lot. He parks outside on the curb, slams his door shut, and walks into the building.
All right.
Do you stay to watch?
Yep.
All right. Mauser. You got
Yes?
yourself an old fashioned sitting there at the bar. Do you return to a table or you stay there?
I think I'll go back to whatever table I was sitting at by myself.
Okay. As you get back to your table, some time passes as you're nursing your drink or downing it, whichever. That blonde woman passes by and takes a look at you. Shirley. She looks at you. Well, hi there. I haven't seen someone around you like here.
Hello. Yes, I'm from out of town. Assisting associate with an investigation.
An investigation, you say? What big guy like you around here is doing investigating for? Are you an out-of-towner cop?
Military.
Military?
It's related to one of the people that were killed. The alleyway got back here.
Oh, you mean that business with that Lawson fella?
Correct.
I see. What would army men being around here investigating a small town death for? She takes a seat.
The man had trespassed on the base very recently. There were a few. Not much I can share about that, but we have some more follow up to do with the man's death and his trespass. Even if he was killed, there are two things we'd like to make sure of.
Trespassing on an armor base, Lawson. He certainly has gotten bold in his age.
There's a fine line between bold and foolish, I think. It seems from what I've gathered about Mr. Lawson, he was on the foolish side.
She laughs. Oh, he was definitely a fool, I can tell you that much. Hey, you ever take a look at his friends out there up in Nielsen's?
I have not. I remember there was a young woman associated with him. Was it with the other man who was killed?
Do you mean, Jules?
Correct.
Yeah. Poor thing. Much too smart to be dealing with his type. But yeah, she was an associate of his. Ward, maybe, might be the proper term.
It's an odd association. Doesn't seem like the type to have a ward. What could have brought them together?
Hard to say. That Jules girl is a bit of a kook. She claims that she was abducted by aliens after her parents' house burned down. She's always been a little strange. Always been very smart, though. As for Lawson, I don't know if he's had much family. I figure because of what happened to him in the pen, that he sees her as something that he needs to protect, for the sanctity of his brotherhood. The Aryans is what they call themselves.
Interesting. This is the first time I'm hearing he was a white supremacist.
Well, maybe not going in, but he definitely had to run with them fellas in prison. So have you learned anything about Lawson and his business on your military base? I suppose if he's still running from them boys back in the pen, he's probably looking for something to do some kind of harm.
Nothing as of yet, but there's some developing revelations as of late. Do need to speak with this Jules woman. Does she hold a job here?
Jules, job, I can't say she has a real one. As far as I know, if she's with Lawson, she probably has some sort of hand in his drug business. They run out of Nielsen's.
Do you know anyone who used to buy from Mr. Lawson?
Not that I know of. The sheriff don't care much for us and busting people doing drugs if they're minding their own business. But if you want to know, I'd say you go take a look at that trailer park out there.
What time is it?
11?
I think it's on the list of things to check out, possibly tomorrow.
Well, from one lawman to another, I hope you find what you're looking for. Get this whole business sorted out right. And as she says that, somebody calls out her name, and she looks over there and she waves. And if you excuse me. And she runs up to the bar, gets another beer or two, and goes over to the table and starts talking with another group of dudes.
Continue to stay put. Look for well-endowed brunettes.
Okay. Teo. It takes some time.
Yep.
But Leland eventually exits the police station. He goes back to his car and he drives off.
Okay, I keep following.
All right. You keep following. He kind of just continues the pattern he was doing before until eventually he parks his car on a corner. He just waits, again doing the same thing, getting out every once in a while to have a smoke. This time he reaches into the back and pulls out a bottle and takes a drink from it.
Yep, I just keep looking.
Mauser. As you're sitting around looking out for the brunette in question, the bar starts to empty out a little bit. As people start to leave, maybe about 15 minutes later, a couple of guys enter, and they would have the look of bikers about them. The classic sort of sleeveless leather and or denim vests, a bit rough around the edges, and people in the bar kind of give them a look and kind of keep their ways away from them as they walk up to the bar and start talking to Arnie. And Arnie,
Go up to the bar to eavesdrop.
you walk to the bar, and Arnie looks at you. I'll be with you in a second. And you'll hear them talking about, you'll hear them asking about Lawson, and they'll also mention, that Indian guy. If he's been here since or stuff like that. And eventually they'll just ask for, hey, can you just give us a bottle of whiskey and we'll be on our way? And they give Arnie some cash. Arnie gives them the whiskey and they go about their way. And as soon as they leave, you feel like a little bit of tension from the room lets up and dissipates. Arnie returns to you. Sorry about that business. Them boys is not well liked around town, but they got money. I got liquor. Need a new drink, Mr. Hollywood?
Yeah, I could use another one. Those Lawson's friends.
Yep. Friends, associates, brothers. I don't know what they call each other, but that's the fellas that he used to run with before his death and after he got out the pen.
They don't seem too hung up on his death. On Golden Brothers.
Business associates might be might be a better choice of words.
Dude, my Firefox crashed. What the fuck? Huh?
Hello? Are you alive?
I need to get back into Foundry. If my Firefox will restart, it won't. It refuses to start.
Just nothing working.
Oh my god.
Everything is breaking today. 3 buses on my route broke down today.
Good lord.
And I was on one of them. Mateo. You continue to follow
Yep.
Lawson. Not Lawson. Leland. I gotta stop making so many names that start with the same letter. It doesn't like these people are in a cell of any sort. It's hard enough.
Are you following the L cell?
You're following the L cell.
I need to restart real quick.
All right. It's funny because I had the problem with names too because the mortician is Wilson, and the and the mortician's assistant is Wilkes. Yes, the G.R.R. Martin writing. Everyone has the same fucking name. Aegon, Aeon, Ned. What's his son's name? Whatever. Oh, Rob and Robert. All those motherfuckers. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I need to start using name generators for my Delta Green instead of coming up with everything on the spot.
Get the green box for your phone.
Leland and Liam.
It's actually very useful
Green box.
for
Okay.
generating names.
All right, but you continue to follow Leland, and I would say at this point, if you continue to follow him, it will be sunrise.
Alright, I stop following then. I go back to Ember.
All right. You go back to the bar, and it's beginning to empty out. You see a few of the guys that are still here are the same ones from the previous night of your bar stakeout. And Agent Mauser will be at
Hello.
the bar with that little "I'm having a connection issue" speech bubble above him. I guess he's back now. Never mind. He's reconnected.
I don't know what caused it. I have no clue why Firefox is like, actually, we're just gonna kill ourselves and refuse to restart. I'm gonna blame Windows.
Everything's breaking today. You guys have reconvened. What are you up to?
Yep, I tell him what I saw with the biker. And that's about it.
Could you recognize him? There was some bikers here earlier.
I don't think I can recognize him.
Give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Yes. Hey, you passed.
Hey, nice.
He's being brave.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys are checking the little radio buttons on your skill sheets to track your failures.
That's true. That's true.
You can also just scroll up and see them all. The person on the bike seemed to be, though it was difficult to see because of the lack of street lamps, of smaller stature. That's all you're able to tell. They're probably wearing a full jacket and helmet.
Either way, I think our next step is the bikers.
I mean, yeah, it's probably very easy for us to get in there, especially with you.
We'd have to bother some clothes. This outfit won't exactly work.
What are you wearing?
Just a button-up shirt, jeans.
Yeah, I
Also,
guess.
There's this the girl that was friends with Mr. Lawson, Jules. I never spoke with her.
Yeah, we could speak with her too. Do you know where she lives or something?
The trailer park.
All right, then can probably go to the trailer park in the afternoon after we get the nap in.
Snooze?
And get a quick snooze.
I hate
It's only-
snoozers.
It's only 11 p.m. The night's still young.
The fuck do you mean 11 p.m.? It's almost sunrise.
Is it?
Yeah, if you guys continue this stakeout, you're gonna be here like sunrise.
Time flies.
Now, at this point, you're probably the only ones in the bar, aside from Arnie, and maybe a couple guys who got nothing to do but to drink. Actually, they might just be snoozing at their table. I'm gonna kill so many Espinus. As there are two big snoozers in this chat right now that could be anywhere.
Me snoozing right now.
Well, Mateo, you want to call it?
Yeah, I think it's best if we do.
Right? You guys head back to the motel. Have yourselves asleep.
Yeah. Put the alarm at like 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Right. Time goes by. Your alarm clock goes off. You awaken to the sounds of either the annoying, good old-fashioned buzz
Beep, beep, beep.
or your local radio station.
– 6:14 a.m.
You're here. It is day 3. What are you guys up to?
We're going to a trailer park.
Okay.
We're going to a late breakfast, coffee, and then to the trailer park.
Okay. Yo, hit up a spot to get some food. You get some coffee. And then you head to the trailer park. You drive to the trailer park. It is at the north end of town. Almost completely separate from town. It is sort of at the very edge. It's kind of like it's the last thing that you'll see on this road leaving towards the north. There's a big old sign that just says Nielsen's, and then the trailer park part is very faded. But Nielsen's is nice and legible. You'll see probably about a couple dozen trailers. You'll see some people hanging around. See a lot of bikes, motorcycles, choppers, hogs, cruisers, whatever those cool looking lowrider ones are. Plenty of them. What do you guys do?
We're gonna look for Jules.
Okay. How do you go about doing that?
Is there an office where people like rent out the lots that they put the trailers on?
There looks like there's one permanent building somewhere out front. But it is in a state of disrepair. Doesn't look like anyone's used it in quite some time. Even the
Where's
window in
Randy?
front is broken. Sorry, this is too far south.
Where's Randy Babandi?
No alcoholic sheriff nearby to lodge a complaint to. And it's totally not gay deputy. No one grilling burgers. But you'll see that building. Doesn't look like it's been used in a while. How do you go about finding this Jules person?
Oh no, is there anyone outside the trailer?
There are some people. They look like some rough individuals. Mauser might seen some people that look like this.
Do we see any funny tattoos?
Yeah, you'll see some tattoos creeping up their necks. Maybe you'll see some tattoos along the arms.
Any Shondo tattoos?
Do they usually wear those out in the open? No, you won't
Which
see
one?
anything like that.
They wear the SS out in the open.
I think the Iron Eagle might be a bit more common.
In the 90s, they would have been flying everything. Who gives a fuck? It was the 90s.
That's true.
Ain't no social media for them to cancel me on. I'm gonna get a job over at Billy Bob's and they ain't gonna have no problems.
You might see a rebel flag. But no Nazi tattoos visible from where you're standing. Are you guys in the trailer park? Are you looking around, driving in? Are you on foot?
No, we are on foot.
Right.
Going in.
All right. You will
I'm
notice
gonna
almost
ask one
immediately
of
that there
the-
are some eyes on you. People are just kind of looking at you. You stand out. You're not from around here. What were you saying?
We're gonna ask one of the persons outside where Jules lives, which trailer is hers.
Jules, what's your business with her? Have you seen her?
Have not. That's why we're looking for her.
She ain't here no more.
Huh.
You mean she left town?
When did she disappear?
Saturday, maybe. Took Loss's truck and hitched it up to the trailer and left. What's your business with her anyway?
Wanted to ask some questions
Yeah, about what?
about Lawson's.
Well, I can tell you that he's dead. And you ain't
Yeah.
belong here. So maybe you should take your questions somewhere else.
And what is your relation to Mr. Lawson?
We was friends. Now, maybe you should take your questions somewhere else. As he looks over to the side and you'll see some guys stand up and start to approach.
Listen, we don't have any what's the word? Complaints with Mr. Lawson. We're more interested in whoever it was that killed him. Nor do we have any interest in whatever your business dealings with Lawson were.
Good. Maybe we won't
Essentially-
have problems then.
Perhaps. Essentially, we are here to help you. Well, not help you, but bring justice to whoever it was that killed Lawson. We were hoping either Jules or somebody knew. We have a description of a woman, brunette, rather top heavy. Haven't seen anybody around town like that myself. We've been here for a few days. Was this an associate of Lawson's? Have you ever seen a woman that fits that description?
I heard people talk about someone like that. The other two guys who were walking up are now with you. You got a problem, Alvin? Yeah, these fellas want to know where Lawson is. Or where Jules is, rather. Alright. Well. Y'all keep talking then. They stand by. They look, they give you guys a look like you're not welcome here. The guy that you were talking to, Alvin, looks at you. He's like, look, I don't know what someone like you wants with Lawson. Alright, I don't think someone like you can help us. If you find Jules, you tell her to get her ass back here.
We'll keep an eye out. Do you know any places she might have gone?
Fuck if I know. She might have left town altogether. Like I said, took the whole trailer and left. Even her bike's gone. Well, Lawson's bike.
Motorbike.
Yep.
Interesting. Alrighty, Mr. Alvin. Thank you for answering the questions. We'll let you know if we find anything out.
He gives you a glare. What are you guys doing?
So we're walking away before Mr. Allen
Yep.
and his buddies decide to get a little racist. I wonder if she left that day that we saw her leaving the morgue.
No, no. I think we might have to ask the mortician what they were discussing.
I believe I asked him, but he just said, she's wanted to see his corpse or something. It was emotional. And he didn't give me a straight answer.
Yeah, we might have to ask a bit more then.
All right.
All right, so you go ask, and I will. I will let you in town. You go ask by foot, and I will take a drive around, see if I can see something out of the ordinary.
She can't have taken that trailer far, but she could have posted up somewhere in a field.
Yeah.
Maybe some farmer or something knows. Sounds like a plan. Page me if you find anything.
All right.
You drive Mauser into town, drop him off.
Yep.
Near the morgue.
And then I will go towards wherever the one biker that was taunting Leland drove off to.
Okay.
And I will take that route and see what I can see.
Okay. Mauser, you make your way to the morgue.
Do I find I forget the head mortician's name.
Mr. Wilson. Yeah, he is there. You open the door, he looks in your direction. He looks like he's gonna give you one of those warm welcomes, as he's expecting someone to come in and be a customer or a mourner. And he sees you, he's like, I'm sorry, I forget your name. It's
Mauser.
Yes, Mr. Mauser. You need anything? Got any questions you forgot to ask or find something?
I need some information from you. I need very specific information. When you're speaking to the young girl, Miss Jules, what specifically was she speaking to you about?
The business with Jules. She didn't say much aside from wanting to see Lawson. But she babbled on about some business, about some having to take care of the bodies proper, something like that. Which didn't make no sense to me. I mean, this is a mortuary, and I am a mortician and coroner. The bodies need to be taken care of. We do that properly here. She insisted on having to see them. Both of them. I'm not sure why she wanted to see Jimmy. But she was very insistent on that.
And has she come back recently? Or have you not seen her since that day?
I know she drove by on her bike. But she didn't come inside or nothing. She was just sitting out there watching, I guess. Maybe mustering up the courage to come in and yell at me some more, I figure. She's done it a few times, actually, now that I think about it.
Do you have any idea where she might be staying? Outside of the trailer park.
Outside of the park?
She's left. We went to speak with her and she's no longer there.
Oh, well. It's probably for the best. I don't think she should be running with that crowd. But, well, I mean, she has Lawson's keys to the bike, and, well, probably has his car keys as well, because we don't have them here. Figured, if anything, she just, took that trailer and took it out of town somewhere, but I can't say that she has a place to stay. I know some of the older folk in here are kind to her, friends of her parents and all.
Any of those older folk own some farms or a place you could hitch a trailer?
Well, inside town, I think that trailer would be quite noticeable. It's one of those junky old metal ones. But I think the fellow that died recently of a heart attack, his farm was a little ways northwest of town. Might find her there.
About how far could I walk there?
You definitely couldn't walk there unless you're a athletic fella, which I mean I guess you are, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Definitely not high on my list to get that much cardio in a day. Thank you for your information.
Right. Well, I hope you figure out your business here. Agent Mateo.
Yep.
You follow the street that the biker drove off on, and it goes into a more residential area, and it's a small town street. You follow it, and you'll either get to a dead end of houses, and then you have the choice to go left or go right, and you'll just find yourself sort of at the edge of town.
Okay. Is there any trailers, anything around?
None whatsoever.
Bikes?
Bicycles, but not motorcycles.
Okay. Is there a path into the woods or something?
Not a lot of woods in this direction. It's more meadows. You can find
Is
some
there a
dirt
path
roads.
that looks? Is there a road that looks like it had a bike come by last night, super recently?
Do you want to search for it?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a search check. I would say toss a -20 onto it.
Then I would never pass.
Oh no, the -20 is onto the roll, so and make it easier to pass.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how Foundry handles advantage with. Actually, does it
Yeah,
have
no.
advantage for it? Yeah, it's wouldn't pass either way. So go ahead and add a checkbox to your search. No, the dirt road has, some markings. There are definitely some bicycle marks and foot traffic, but nothing that resembles a two-wheeled vehicle like a motorcycle.
Alright, I'm gonna call Mauser.
Oh yeah, we got mobile phones. I forgot.
Right? Howser, your phone rings.
He's confused by the ringing. He doesn't know where it comes from. Ring, ring, ring.
I will answer my phone.
Hey, any luck?
No.
What did he say?
He thinks that possibly if Jules was staying somewhere, maybe the man passed recently had a heart attack. He had some land outside the town, northwest. That's about
Alright.
it.
I will check that out. But so what did he say? Other than that, why was he there?
Wanted to get Lawson's corpse to give it the proper burial. And she also wanted to have a look at the other man. I think she feels something will happen to the corpses. Seems like she might have an idea about what the vector is, or what we're dealing with.
Huh. Can you ask the mortician if he will let you see the bodies again?
I think something's developing.
Check if there's. Ask him to check if there's something, if there's any changes from when he did the autopsy to now.
All right, I'll go back. What have you found?
Nothing. The road I saw one of the bikers going leads to a dead end, so I will check out the northwest side of town now.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Yeah. Right, I will go to the northwest side. Where am I right now?
North end of town.
Alright, I will go to the northwest side of town. Check
Okay.
that spot.
You travel out northwest of town. There is one proper road leading out north. Eventually you'll find some smaller roads, dirt roads mostly. And if you head west, you'll end up driving through some fields. You'll see off in the distance there is what looks like a farm field that's sort of not kept up very well. After you pass through some cornfields, you'll find a small farmhouse, and further off towards the end of the farmhouse there will be a barn, also in a sort of state of disrepair.
All right, I will go towards that barn.
Right? Drive towards the barn, you'll see what looks like the hood of a truck poking out from behind it.
All right, I will take my gun for this one,
Right?
and I will approach.
You approach. You turn the corner.
What do I see?
You see a truck, and maybe about one car's length away from it, there is a metal trailer. Check the proper word for it. It's like it's just like that round sort of slug trailer.
All right. I will just shout for Jules.
You get no response.
I will shout again. And I will ask, and I will say that I want to know about the aliens.
About the what?
Aliens.
Aliens?
Yes.
You hear some movement from in the trailer. And then a crash, as if sort of things were knocked over. You'll see movement from one of the windows as a curtain sort of peels to the side a bit. You can't see inside very well, just because of the light difference. Who are you? What do you want? How'd you find me?
My name is Mateo. I've been looking around this town, and your name came up when I've been looking around the strange stuff happening lately, and I think you know what's going on.
I mean, the murders.
I think you know those are more than murders.
The curtain drops. It's a bit silent. It goes silent for a bit. You hear some footsteps inside. The door creaks open slowly. And out pokes a crossbow. She gets a good look at you, and you get a good look at her. Is your gun in hand or just on person?
It's on person. It's not in my hand.
It's not. Is it visible?
No, it's like on my back.
Yeah. The door creeps open slowly, And she sort of pokes out a little bit. She kind of just gets a good look at you. How'd you find me? Were you followed?
I wasn't.
Where are you from?
Army.
Army?
Yeah.
You're not from them bikers?
No.
You're not a friend of the sheriff, are you? Or the deputies?
No.
She opens the door fully. You see her. She is a very small stature. She has blonde hair, worn in pigtails, and you'll notice as she speaks, her teeth look a bit too perfect. That crossbow is almost bigger than her. She steps out and she kind of keeps the crossbow trained on you, but she does like crane her head around to look. You want to know about Lawson, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
I saw the mark. Do you know about it?
The thing on his neck.
Yeah.
Saw Lawson. Did you see Jimmy?
Yep.
Did he have one?
Yep.
All right, get inside. Get inside. She kind of parts away from the door. The crossbow no longer aiming at you.
All right. I get in.
She slams the door shut, locks it. She wraps a kind of like a not a rope, not a full-on rope, but like a nylon rope that you might use for to tie around a fishing bucket.
Okay.
She wraps it around the handle and the nearby counter, sort of bolted to the side of the trailer on the inside. So you know that there's something weird going on, right?
Yeah, there's something looking for blood. Quite literally.
That's what I thought. It's a fucking vampire. She goes and sits down next to a table. There's just a pile of books. And next to a notepad. Like a legal notepad. You say you're from the army, right? Not from
Yeah.
here?
Nope.
You have no ties to this town.
What?
You have no ties to this town?
Nope.
So are you here to kill it?
That's the idea, yeah.
Alright. You can see her breathing a little heavy. Well, what do you want to know?
What do you know about it?
I know that it's probably a lawman. Saw it. I saw something wearing those deputy clothes when they bent over to bite Lawson. I'm pretty sure he was already dead.
I see.
I couldn't tell you who it was though. I was a little fucked up.
Do you mind if I make a call real quick?
Who you calling?
One of my well, one of my partners is in town right now. I will tell him to not approach the Lowman real quick.
Yeah, you do that.
All right, I will call Mauser.
Right? Mauser, have you returned? Mauser has not returned. Well, I guess I could describe the place. Actually, that's a question for you. When you get inside, do you keep your eyes on her, or do you lower your guard a bit, look around? Where are you standing?
I'm standing by the door. I look around a bit, but I don't let my guard down.
Aside from the books that are all over the table that she's sitting next to, it's kind of like one of those it's one of those shitty little wooden tables bolted into the side of the trailer with like a little metal pole propping it up. Beside it are two small chairs also bolted in. The rest of the counter spaces you'll find, or you'll see rather, bulbs of garlic. You'll see some bottles of water sort of tied together with little cross marks on them. You'll see a handful of rosaries hanging on what would be like places to hang lights or pictures, kind of just dangling everywhere. Not everywhere, but dangling on anything that you can hang something off of. There is, on the ground, you'll see some stakes and sort of very poorly whittled into a nice point. And they look like the wood on them looks really old. Like she pried off some half-rotting. She pried them off like a half-rotting wooden fence and just kind of made them out of that. They're poor quality. And you'll also see crossbow bolts on the floor. Kind of the kind you can buy at a sports goods place. And I'll ask one more time. Are you returned, Mauser? Man's AFK in raid. I need a raid leader to call us retards right now. I could just continue. Were you gonna tell Mauser anything specific, or was it just gonna be, hey, don't talk to any lawmen or don't approach any lawmen?
I was gonna tell him to not approach anyone from that sheriff office. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's back now, so Mauser, you got a phone call.
I will answer the phone.
Hey, Mauser. All right, real quick. Do not approach anyone from the sheriff's office.
Why is that?
They might be the Vector.
I told you. I had the feeling there was something suspicious. Especially last night. That blonde, the tall one. She's apparently a deputy. Came up to me, started to ask a bunch of questions about the investigation, what's going on.
Huh. All right. Well, do not approach them. And did you get in? Did you see those bodies again?
No, I'm walking back now.
All right. Call me when you do.
Mauser.
Yep.
You walk back into the mortician's office. Mr. Wilson gets up and once again has that look on his face like he's about to greet, a person in mourning. And he sees you. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Mauser, back so soon."
Yes, there's been a development. I need to have a look at the corpses again. I need to check and see if there's any changes.
Changes.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you just follow me back there, and he leads you to the mortuary, the morgue. And well, do you want to see Austin or Jimmy?
Both.
Okay. Lawson's over here. And you open up Lawson's cold storage and pull him out. Then you open up Jimmy's cold storage, pull him out as well.
They look similar or more necrotized. What am I assuming?
They look about the same. It's just, it's been a few days. They're in cold storage, but there's still gonna be slight changes. But they don't look like they're necrotizing. What's his name will pipe up. Mr. Wilson will pop up. Well, I mean, Austin is following his, standard rate of decay for a body. Jimmy here as well. Performed a proper autopsy on him. Did what I need to do to make sure the body is taken care of properly.
You find anything interesting?
Well, aside from what we already learned on the other day you guys were here, he's well, he's a bit dry or desiccated, I might say. And here's a thing that I did not expect. He peels his eyelids open, and you'll see that his eyeballs are also shriveled.
There's all moisture.
I believe he's been drained of it all. This doesn't happen when you drain a body of blood and add in the formaldehyde. It's just it ain't right. That's what I can say.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, aside from all that, here's that one pinprick here on his neck, and sort of Lawson doesn't have the same thing, but it's in the same place. You can see the little bit of bruising here. Aside from that, there's been no developments.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. If you could please make sure that no one tampers with the bodies when he comes here asking to move them or do anything. Please deny them.
Of course. People come by to pay respects, but they don't ask to see nothing, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Just understand. We'll be in touch. Again, thank you for your time, and I will leave.
Alrighty then. As you begin to leave, you'll hear the slabs being returned to cold storage. Mateo, you just hung up on Mauser.
Yeah. All right. So, did you remember anything else from that night?
I can't say. I just got into an accident that night. My one of the deputies turned into the street and I collided with them on my bike. Fell off and rolled a bit.
Which one?
I can't say. I don't remember. I
Okay.
think Lawson insisted that it was Liam, but he's always had a thing to picking fights with him, because he's always close to reciprocating. But Lawson took me home, and we didn't have nothing to deal with the pain, so I just I don't like it. I smoked a bit, and it took me to get some alcohol from Arnie's afterwards. I was waiting in the truck. Don't remember much, but I saw him get tossed around a bit. It was dark. Don't really remember much else.
All right. So this is off topic, but I think your parents' house burned down, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
And you disappeared for about a year.
Yeah,
And you say it was aliens that took you?
she kind of looks away for a bit and looks back at you. She's like, yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Just remember lights.
All right.
That's it, really. Picked me up, and I just woke up. I woke up sometime later. Someone found me in their field and brought me to a doctor, but say they're just looking for me for a year.
Okay.
You think this has to do with Lawson?
No, that's probably a whole different thing altogether, but there's probably something there to talk about if you ever remember more.
Right. Have you found anything anything else about the that thing?
Well, not yet, but we might have some ideas on which part of the sheriff office is.
Who do you think it is? And she kind of leans in a bit.
Well, I'm not sure yet, but it's probably. I will probably have to talk about it with my partners first. Well, thank you for your time. I think if anything happens, you can call me to my number. I will give her my number, and I will be in town. If anything happens, you can track me down there. I am staying at this motel, and that's about it.
All right. Just don't tell no one I'm here.
Okay.
All right. She'll unravel the rope around the door and let you out.
Oh, can I see which books she's reading?
Do you ask her, or you just take a look at them?
Just take a look.
A lot of it's folklore. A lot of it is there's like some fiction books mixed in, and a lot of it has to do with like the classical tales of monsters from various myth and media. One of them is open to a section on like a vampire. And how closely do you try looking at this?
Just from where I am.
Okay. All right. Yeah, wait. Before she lets you out, she goes and grabs a rosary. Here, it should help. I think. If any of this is real.
All right. I will take the rosary and I will go to my car.
Right. You go to your car. You drive off.
Yep.
Get back to town.
Yep.
Pick up Mauser.
Yep.
Right. You guys are back together.
Do you have any luck?
Yeah, I found her, and she said that she saw one of the lawmen take a bite at Lawson, but she had an accident that day. Apparently, that's why Lawson and Liam had a fight that night. And after that, when they were at the bar, apparently Lawson was trying to get some alcohol for her, and well, that happened. And from what she remembers, she saw one of them like take a bite from Lawson, and I mean,
She's certain of that. Lawson's corpse is kind of a mess, but the man Jimmy, it's only a single point. The corpses haven't changed more than you would normally in decomposition.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have any blood in it, it's very hard to decompose without, well, liquids, right?
Right, but it's not the bite mark on Jimmy. Seems like he was drained very methodically. Like they.
Yeah. So what I think happened is the first one was an actual fight, or well, rather than a fight, the lawmen ganged up on Lawson, mauled him, killed him, and then like left him there. And the second one, my guess is you saw you said the blonde woman, the deputy, was asking questions.
He was very curious what I was doing, and I'm a bit of an odd-looking fellow, but I don't think it's enough to warrant the type of questions she was asking.
Yeah. So I'm. What was she? What did she look like? Was she top heavy?
All blonde. Hauser's a married man, so he's trying to recall. He didn't exactly check her out.
But you are still a man. Yes, she was top heavy. Tall.
You
as
know,
well.
she fits the description inside the hair. Could have dyed her hair blonde, keep it
Yeah.
under wraps.
Maybe a wig or something.
I
And,
don't know about the wig, but definitely could have kept it under wraps.
Yeah. So, I mean, she seems well liked in the community, so it's not hard to like convince a man like Jimmy to follow her, and then well, drain him if anything. So I think whatever is happening from inside the sheriff's office, but I don't think everyone is in it.
I
I
have a
think
strong feeling that there has to be more than just the police for them to be able to keep this under wraps.
I think not everyone in the sheriff's office is what we think they are, but we might need to talk to Leland real quick.
I think we need to interrogate Mr. Leland.
I don't think interrogation is the right question. Is the right thing to do. I think he knows something, but I don't think he likes what that is. And his shift should be starting soon, so we might be able to talk to him.
I think he wants to remain loyal to the town and the people that he works with, but cannot abide by what they're doing. And he doesn't have the guts to do what needs to be done.
Well, what are you guys doing?
I go try and track down Lawson.
Lawson's dead.
Or Leland. Wrong L name.
Yes. So it's probably like what, 3 or 4 p.m.
What? There's no way it's 3 or 4 p.m.
Didn't you guys come out here, wake up at 2?
Yeah, we woke up at 2. We went to have like lunch. Then we drove to like outskirts of town for the thingy.
Okay, better question.
Then we
What time is it now? It's you, the players,
I
are
don't know.
passing the time. What time do you want it to be?
For like 4 or 5.
It is 4 or 5 p.m. I imagine you're gonna, by looking for Lawson, or not Lawson, Leland. God damn it.
Mr. Handler, hello.
I did this all in my in-person game too. All right, Lawson, Leland, Liam. Too many L's. Okay. Are you going to stake out the station and follow him somewhere, or are you just
No, we're just gonna wait until he's like arriving to the station.
Okay. Well, are you gonna wait by the station?
Yeah.
Okay. Around 5:30, you'll see a car pull up to the station. Cop car. Leland pops out and walks towards the station.
All right. Before he walks in, I will walk up to him and ask if he has a minute.
He looks at you. It's like, you need something else now?
Just a minute.
A minute for what? You here to question me some more?
Just want to ask a few more questions. Yeah.
All right. Just let me go clock in at least and make sure everyone knows I'm here on time for once.
Sure.
He enters the station. Comes back about 10 minutes later. All right, Mr. Army Boy. What do you want? What do you need?
Do you know where what's her name? Lawson's partner is
Jules?
Yeah, Jules. Do you know where she is? I tried to look for her yesterday. Or well, not yesterday. Earlier today. She's not at the trailer lot, so
She's a weird one, but saw her last night. She came and flipped me off.
any idea where she's at?
Nope. Can't say that I know that.
All right. And I was talking to the mortician. Well, my partner was talking to the mortician, and Mr. Wilson was it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He said that Jules tried to say that. She said that. He said that he had a discussion with her. They were arguing about the bodies and that the unnatural death of both of them, and something about Jules saying that the sheriff office was involved in some of this.
He looks at you. He's like, "What? What are you trying to imply?" He looks
I'm-
around. Are you saying that? Saying that? What are you saying?
Look, I'm just saying that that's the info we got, and apparently Jules thinks that whatever unnatural things, unnatural thing is happening in this town is happening from within this office. Do you have to know anything about that?
Look, you come around here talking like that, you're gonna catch some problems. You got that? I want to go listen to some meth dealer's coked up wife or whatever the fuck she is. Listen to whatever the fuck she's saying. I don't got time for this.
You seem rather nervous though about that.
He
Is there
stops.
any reason why?
As he was about to get into his car, he comes back to you. He's like, "Look, you've seen that body. You know something bad is happening here, right? I just want to put that behind me. You say, if you think one of my people did this, I can tell you one thing is, ain't no one here can do something like that. All right."
One last question. Which of the deputies is the newest one in the office?
Newest?
Yeah.
I don't know, Jacobs or something, some kid.
I see. And Liam and Shirley, when did they become deputies?
He looks at you. I don't know. I think Liam's been a deputy a couple years longer than I have. Shirley, 2 years after me. Why are you asking about them, though?
Just curious about them.
Right. Whatever,
All right, officer.
I got
Have a
job
good
to
day.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes and he gets into his car, he slams it shut, starts it, and drives off.
All right, I go to Mauser. He seems to know, but he doesn't want to believe it.
Mr. Leland knows things, but he has a problem with vocalizing them. I don't know why. I don't know if it's he doesn't trust us, or if he just wants things to go back to the way that they were. But if we could persuade him that things will never be the same, and whatever caused this, if he knows or has any leads on, he needs to tell us. Maybe we could use the angle that we could bring things back to the way they were if we knew who caused the murders. I'm not sure how to do that. He's not too fond of me. I'm surprised he spoke to you. There has to be something we're missing. At least that's the way I feel. There's a piece here. That doesn't quite fit.
No, I think we have rattled enough cages for something to come looking at us tonight.
We'll see. Do you want to go back to the bar?
Probably, yeah.
Truly in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Just go to the bar, day drinking.
I mean, it's almost 6. The sun is about to set, so
Yeah, I'm going to get fat. All this fucking booze.
hey, you don't have to drink. You are the one that's ordering them.
Got
Just
to blend in somehow.
could just ask for a.
What, ask for a soda? Go up to the bartender. Hello, Mr. Bartender.
You could ask for a glass of milk or something.
Now that's just weird.
Hello, Mr. Bartender. One Inca Cola, please. Thank you.
Damn. Haven't had Inca Cola. I've been thinking about it.
Finally found a place that actually sells cans of them, so I don't have to get a 2-liter bottle that gets flat in 30 minutes.
I'm surprised Walmart doesn't have cans of them here. It's the sheer amount of South Americans.
Probably gotta find a or not a South American, but like a Hispanic grocery store. I got mine.
It's not a South American drink, it's a Peruvian drink, Kaiman. That's why.
Hey, I got mine at Vallarta. It is a Mexican grocery chain.
We kind of, yeah, they just throw everything South America into like a Fiesta down here. It's literally the store is named Fiesta.
Oh, there's your Inca Cola. All right, what are you guys doing?
Waiting a bit, then going to Arnes.
Okay. Anything you're doing in specific while you're there?
Yeah, checking what Shirley is up to.
All right. You wait a bit. Head to the bar. It's when do you go? 7? 6:30?
Yeah, about that time.
Right. It's kind of like last night. People just sort of rolling in slowly for their dinner. How long do you stay here?
About a few hours.
All right. Wait around. Eventually, the dinner crowd leaves, and now the drinking crowd begins to show up. A few deputies stroll into the bar. You'll recognize Liam, alongside him is his brother Cameron. A couple deputies you haven't seen before. And it just seems like a normal night here. Mateo.
Yep.
Your phone starts to ring.
I pick up.
I've been looking it over.
Yeah.
When the people died, they all happened at night, right?
Yeah.
There's only a few deputies that work at night.
Yes.
Well, on those days at least. It's Shirley's one of them,
Mm-hmm.
and Liam's one of them,
Okay.
and whatever it is, it's gonna kill again, like tomorrow. It has to be.
And tomorrow both of them work again?
Yeah.
I see. Do you know if there's been any talk in the office about any troublemakers lately?
Oh, no, I can't say I know anything about that. I avoid that place. You know. You know why? And, well, you know why. And the phone cuts off.
All right.
The phone rings again.
Yep.
Shirley was working the day Lawson died, but not when Jimmy died. That's when Leland was working. Then the phone hangs up again.
Wait, who I was talking to?
It was Jules.
Oh, I thought I was talking to Leland for some reason. All right.
Oh no!
Yeah, that makes more sense. More sense. All right.
Right? You're just gonna hang out here, keep a deputy watching.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we got what, 4 deputies in here?
3.
3?
Yeah, Cameron isn't a deputy. He's just the brother of Liam.
All right. Think we rattled enough cages. We got 3. 3 deputies plus 1
They just
familiar.
having a nice meal and a nice drink. Cameron will eventually leave on his own, and then the deputies will eventually leave as well.
All right.
Before that few hour time declaration ends, Leland will enter. He'll walk up directly to Arnie, and they'll talk. And Arnie will hand him a bottle of whiskey and then leave them to leave.
Okay.
Aside from that, seems like a normal night at Arnie's. Late night cruise, palling around, having drinks.
Shirley doesn't show up.
She does not.
What day is it?
Wednesday?
Okay.
It's your third day here?
Yep.
Go up to the bar.
All right. Before Leland leaves, I will walk up to him.
He does that thing where kind of like he looks at you, then looks away, kind of like shaking his head, like, "God damn it! What do you want?"
I will just like put my hand on his shoulder, but in my hand there will be the rosary that I had from Jules, and I will ask him if he's gonna be on shift tomorrow.
He looks at you like, "No, not tomorrow. Just do a short day shift for the rest of the week."
All right. Well, have a good evening, officer. And I will
Yeah.
leave.
He walks out the door.
I will wait a bit before following him.
Okay. You follow him. You see him walking across the street to his car.
Yep, I will go to mine and start following him again.
Okay. You follow him, and he makes his way towards the mortuary.
All right.
He parks his car on the side of the street, on the same side of the street as the mortuary. He gets out. He takes a swig of his whiskey, puts the whiskey back into the driver's seat, and walks towards the mortuary door.
All right, I will follow.
Okay. You follow him into the mortuary.
I will try to get in, like if there's a back door or something. Do I remember if I open the front door, does it make a sound or anything like that?
Give me an intelligence check. Right. Yeah, you remember there's a bell.
Yeah, I will try to look for a back door or open window.
You make your way around back, and you will find there is a back door.
All right, can I open through there? Or go in through there?
You reach for the handle. It's locked.
Right. Any open windows?
You walk around and you do not find an open window.
Emergency exits?
None.
Fire exits?
None.
Access to the roof?
There is a ladder around the back by the back door.
Alright. I climb the ladder.
You're on the
Any.
roof.
Alright. From the roof, any access inside?
None.
Alright. I climb down and.
As you climb down, you hear some of the bushes along the back wall of the property rustling, followed by a shit as it sounds like somebody hits the floor, hits the ground.
Alright. Can I check what's going on there?
You see pulling themselves out of the bushes is Jules.
Alright. I whisper to her, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
What the fuck are you doing here?
And
Why are you prowling around here?
I'm following the deputy. What are you doing here?
Deputy, which one?
Leland, he's inside.
Shit. I need to see those bodies.
Why?
Cause if they're not taken care of properly, they'll rise.
I don't think those bodies are gonna rise.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You've seen them though, right?
Yes.
They're not gonna get back up.
Nope.
That's what vampires do, don't they?
Hey. It's more of a ritual than just a bite.
Give me a charisma check. Go ahead and toss a -20 onto that roll. Well, I'm gonna guess you're here looking for them, so you'd know. But why Leland? Why is he here?
I have no clue. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get in without sounding the bell on the front door.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I can let you in.
All right.
Just give me a second. She reaches into the duffel bag she has with her. She pulls out a set of lockpicks. Yeah, Lawson taught me this. You just take a second. You could get into just about anyone's home like this. Why you gotta have those like fancy locks, right? You know, like the bars. Takes her a few minutes, but eventually she turns the torsion wrench of her lockpick set and it opens. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna check what's going on inside. Stay here.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna go inside and try to eavesdrop what's going on.
You hear down the hall, Leland talking to the mortuary assistant, Jeffrey Wilkes. And you can hear him talk about, at first it's a bit like, oh yeah, how's your day? Hey, I brought a bottle. We can, drink and talk about old times. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Blah 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 blah. It just sounds a bit like that. It's like, so, and then eventually the conversation shifts. It's like, so when are you interning Jimmy? Is funeral about ready? You'll hear Wilkes reply, yeah. Gonna hold it in a couple days. Sometime during the daytime. Most people are getting their days off, or at least for pay their respects and all that. Yeah, and Leland replies, yeah, okay. Well, anything strange happen since then? No. I mean, I don't remember much about it, but nothing strange has happened. And they kind of just continue talking about that for a bit. Eventually, Leland would just say, like, all right, well, yeah, see you later. And you'll hear the bell, the door open, and then close. And it's quiet again.
Alright, can I check what the assistant is up to?
You peer down the hallway. How quickly after the door closes? Or how much later after it?
I mean, like a few seconds after the door closes.
Yeah, you'll see him walk up to the window and kind of just look out the blinds, and he'll step back and walk back behind the desk.
Yep. What is he doing now?
For a bit, nothing. But then you hear him get up, and he starts to make his way towards the hall that you're standing in.
Alright, I will retreat.
Okay. You hear
What is he doing now?
You hear his footsteps approach. And
Okay,
then closer.
Retreat again.
Okay. Do you exit out the back, or do you stay inside the building?
I stay inside.
He walks towards that hallway, and he takes a quick turn right across from you where the mortuary, the actual morgue is. And he enters, flips on a light in the morgue, and you can hear him open up the cold storage and just take a look at something. Probably don't
Alright,
direct
can
line of
I-
sight. Do you want to get a direct line of sight, or do you want to leave?
Can I get into line of sight?
Yeah.
Alright.
you see him just looking at Jimmy's body, just kind of going over it, poking at it a bit. He doesn't do it for very long. He just slides it back into the cold storage and walks across and opens the next one, and that's the one with the old man, and then closes it, opens the next one, that's the one with Lawson. And he kind of takes it back to it. I mean, the guy did have half his skull caved in. Closes that, and he kind of just goes, well, shit. Weird shit. I need to get out of this town. And he makes his way back towards the door.
Alright. I retreat again, and this time I go out that back door.
You're back outside. Well, what happened?
Nothing, they were just talking. I don't think Leland is part of whatever is going on. I think the main issue is Shirley. Maybe Liam, but I'm not sure about that one.
Well, it's one or the other. Both. Now, I'm pretty sure Liam's working tonight. Shirley ain't. You wanna check out their houses?
Do you know where they live?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where Liam lives, but I know where Shirley lives. She did my hair once.
Do you know where Leland lives?
No.
Alright, let's check Shirley then.
Alright. Oh. She might be there, though. Might.
We can go check, see how the lights are looking,
Alright.
and check after that. Alright, let's go.
Meet me in the next street over. She points in a direction. That way. She goes and she tries to climb that wall.
Okay, I just follow her.
Over the wall?
No, it'd be easier if we just drove there.
I got my bike.
I have my car.
I guess that's less conspicuous. Alright. I'll go with you.
Alright. I get to my car, tell her to get in the back seat and lower her head just in case anyone sees her.
Right? She'll give you directions. Most of it is just like, you turn left here. No, turn right there. Okay, now turn there. Eventually, well, she'll tell you to look for a place, and you'll find that place.
Alright.
Small house, no front yard, or very small front yard. It's kind of like most of the houses here. And there is a pickup truck in the driveway.
Okay, what's the light situation?
What time of day is it? Probably 11 or midnight.
No, should be actually Should be around 10ish. 10, yeah, something like that. 11ish.
Lights are on.
Yep, she's there. Do I see any movement inside the house?
Yes.
I ask if she knows if she lives alone or if she has a family.
She lives alone. I think her parents left a few years back.
All right. How much movement do I see inside the house?
Not much. It's
Is it like one person movement or is it more than one person?
one person. Like, they walk back and
Okay.
forth here and there, and then they kind of like, you can see like a television from the window. They sit down in front of
Okay.
a couch, but there's blinds, so it's not, you can't see like directly or clearly, but there's definitely just one person moving back and forth.
Yeah, she's moving a lot.
What do
Alright,
you, what do you
will.
think?
I think we should wait for a bit here, see what she's up to. I will give my partner a call real quick. I will call Mauser and ask him, hey Mauser, what? Ring ring.
I answer the phone.
Hey, anything happening over there?
I'm gonna assume nothing has happened here.
Nope, it's a normal night at the bar.
No, nothing's happening. It's same shit.
Maybe a couple people
Alright.
walked up to ask for an autograph.
Alright, go out and just walk around, see if you see what the deputies are up to.
All right. Are the deputies still at the bar?
No.
We'll go out and see if I spot any of them.
You walk around for a bit, and maybe after like 5-10ish minutes, you'll see a deputy car just sort of drive by off in the distance. It is at this point in the night, the town's pretty much asleep.
Alright, I will just wait outside of Shirley's house for a bit,
How long?
see what's going on. Oh no, until like 2-3 a.m.
I will go on I'll continue my walk, make it seem like I'm just trying to walk off whatever I've been drinking.
For you, Mauser, night's incredibly quiet. You might pass by like a single person or two. Maybe there's that one guy who walks his dog in the middle of the night. And as for you, Mateo, every once in a while Shirley will get up and she'll walk towards a room and she'll come back and sit down and kind of just, that's how the night goes. And even once it hits that 2 a.m. point, she's still there. She's still obviously awake.
Bit of a night owl. Have you ever seen her during the day?
Now, I mean, plenty of times. I haven't really seen her around since I left. It's probably the most I've seen her since.
I mean, when does she sleep?
I mean, if she works at night, starting tomorrow, I figure she's gonna sleep during the day. I know that she used to, or she does. She volunteers at one of the ranches out east. And that's usually during the day.
I see. Well, she doesn't seem to be up to anything tonight.
If anyone's up to something, it'll be tomorrow. They,
How so?
they've gone too long, right? I mean, Lawson happened. In a couple days, Jimmy happened. So, well, you know, something else is gonna happen soon.
I guess. Do you know of that Indian guy that came to town?
Remember Lawson talking about him? I don't think I've seen him myself.
I see, okay. When I was at the trailer park, those dudes seemed interested in him.
I think they just don't like certain people.
That makes sense. But you know, I was with my partner. My partner is this German guy, like very tall. Looks like the Terminator guy from the movies. And they don't seem to like him either, so I don't know.
Does he sound like the guy from the movies?
Yeah,
Probably why.
I see. They don't like that accent.
It's foreign. It's not their kind of people. I don't think the bikers are the same kind of people that Lawson ran with in prison. They're just dicks, really.
I see.
No foreigners, no Mexicans, that kind of people. But you continue to sit here and spy on Shirley?
Well, I think we should wait for tomorrow night, see what happens tomorrow night. If your theory is correct, we should be able to capture them tomorrow.
Capture?
Or whatever.
I want whoever done this Lawson dead. What are you guys doing?
I will ride back to the mortuary or wherever Jules left her bike at. And then I will go back to the bar to pick up a Mauser.
Right. You guys are together again.
And where did you get off to this time?
I was checking Shirley's house. But she seemed to be in there and very much awake, so couldn't do much. Maybe tomorrow.
Was she with somebody?
No, she seemed to be alone, just watching TV.
And you saw her in the house?
Well, I saw shadows. I guessed it was her.
Have you seen Shirley during the day?
No, but Jules said that she has, so.
Nothing happened here. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Nothing ever happens.
Fucking Chud was right. Damn.
The wise word of Jack Chuddington.
It was one of the combinations. It was one of those combinations.
Yeah.
Chad Jackington.
All right. Well, are you guys gonna do anything else tonight, or?
Probably not.
I'm going to bed. Staying up till 3 a.m. again.
Yeah. All right. I guess you guys can get back to your motel, and that is where we can put a pin in it for this session.
Going to bed, but IRL.
Yeah.
All right.
But I've been fishing in OSRS this whole session.
Fishing for sea bass.
No, I'm already done with the Seabass.
No more sea bass. Hi, BB.
Fendi, no more Seabass.
That was a game. You guys found some information. You guys have some theories and suspects. Now I get to see how you guys do or don't die.
Hauser is not convinced. There are multiple people in on it here. Rather, he's not convinced that it's like a single person.
This was a fun one to think up. There's more on that we can discuss after next session.
I think it's the whole town. I think we're in a vampire nest. I've seen this X-Files episode. It's where Mulder kills one of the vampires and gets sued.
It's you know what? That was part of my inspirations for this. But it wasn't the original inspiration, which is a lot funnier. I'm pretty sure I've said it before. So all right. You guys are both good for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I imagine next week will be a quick one. I don't think Haku will play next week, but it would be funny if he does actually show up.
At the very end.
And then maybe we can tease Morgan a bit to see if we're gonna play a game of D&D instead afterwards. All right, I'm turning
We're
this
gonna
off.
play.
No.
We're gonna play another.
We're
Delta Green
playing
campaign.
Infinite Delta Green. I have a campaign ready to go.
Oh, this is a whole campaign I got too. All right, turn this off.